here at the MIT Civic Media Conference at the Media Lab with Jonathan Stray. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Who are you and what do you do?
I work for the Associated Press. I work in the interactive department there. I'm one of the editors, but I'm quite involved with the AP's data journalism efforts.
And it is partially in that context that you brought here and had some good news. You won one of the News Challenge grants, correct?
Yeah, so our team at the AP has been experimenting with some techniques to make sense of very large sets of documents. So, thousands up to millions. So, bigger than you can read, basically.
Okay. And so when you say data journalism, you're talking about massive amounts of data.
Yeah, so data is a funny word because people sort of think it means numbers, but the definition we sort of use is primary materials of any sort. So in principle, raw video footage, all of it, but we tend to focus on large sets of documents or big spreadsheets or this kind of bulk information.
And at this point in history, 2011, we're starting to see the amount of information that data makes up multiply by factors, which presents some huge challenges to news organizations. And you're in one of the preeminent news gathering organizations that exists. What does your News Challenge grant seek to address in terms of that particular issue?
So, first of all, we're only biting off a small slice of this because it's really a huge topic. So when you have a big set of documents or data, if it has geographical information, you can plot it on a map. You can draw trends over time. There's a lot of things you can do with structured information that's sort of already of a particular type and is related in particular ways. But unstructured information is really hard. So a big pile of text documents. So say you get a report, or you get somebody's emails, or really all kinds of things, financial statements, in bulk. Mm-hmm. And so we're trying to build some techniques to help deal with just plain English text, and really to do some very simple things. Categorize them is one of the main things we're trying to do. So just if I have 10 or 20,000 documents, what have I got? What are they talking about? These 5 or 6 different subjects, or maybe some of it's emails and some of it's meeting minutes. Because often what you'll get is a single PDF that's thousands and thousands of pages. If you file a FOIA request, they have to give you the information, but they don't have to organize it for you. Mm-hmm. So it's just an attempt to make a tool to get started with these kinds of messy volumes of documents.
Now, what tools exist right now to help you do that, and how does this fit into them?
Well, one of the better ones is Document Cloud, which is now a 2-time Night Challenge winner, and I think for good reason. So that's, for journalists anyways, that's the sort of go-to large document set tool, because it imports them, it OCRs them, you can search them, you can annotate, but it doesn't. You can't really get the broad picture from Document Cloud because you can search, but then you end up looking at one document at a time, and of course you can only find things that you're looking for. So actually what we want to do with our project is to be able to plug into Document Cloud and other sort of repositories and use that as the storage component of a system to deal with these types of document sets.
Now, one of the conditions of the News Challenge is that this stuff will be open source, so other organizations will be able to use it. It sounds like the code will be on GitHub at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
When there is code, it will be a GitHub. What we have now is a prototype, which is you don't want that code, trust me. But we have already written up how that technique works. So if you wanted to duplicate the prototype, you could look on the blog and it says how it works.
And what's the blog's address?
It's overview.ap.org.
Okay, great.
And we need help. We're really trying to build a community around this open source tool. We want to be the Drupal of document visualization.
Okay.
And we're also hiring. We need to really experienced Java or Scala developers.
Okay, well hopefully people will find their way to you.
I hope so.
Thanks again, Jonathan, and you can follow you at Jonathan Stray, where you share lots of information about data journalism and visualizations.
Thanks.
Along with here and there some news.
There's other accounts for that.
All right.